Hello. Kalia here from KSW Social Media Management. We are going to be talking marketing strategies today, specifically being consistent versus chasing that viral moment. If you are here in the chat, let me know where you're here from. Let's keep this conversational. Slides, please. Okay. So, no more social media headaches. Why being consistent is better than having a viral moment. If you have not met me before, I am a wife. I've been married for 16 years. I am a mother with a 23-year-old son and a 15-year-old daughter, and a new baby on the way, expecting in February. I'm a forever student. I have 2 master's degrees. I'm always learning, always wanting to know new things, specifically now about social media and just marketing in general. And I'm a business owner, owner of KSW Social Media Management, where we help small business owners increase their online visibility, turning their followers into customers, so that they can. Yep, that was weird. but we But that's what we do. We help you increase your online visibility. I'm not sure where I was going with the other part. Um, so let's talk about it. Um, do you have an active brand on social media? So when I say an active social media brand, I mean an active brand on social media. I mean, do you have a business account, not selling from your personal account? Are you tracking how many followers you have? Are you looking at how many likes your posts have? How many platforms are you on? And have you ever gone viral or wanted to go viral? If you, I can't see comments, so I don't know if you're responding, but here's how I feel about going viral. I don't know how if y'all know about Kev on stage. I absolutely love him, but let's listen to what he has to say. Oh, hold on. It's not playing. Give me a second.
I know you're really busy, but before you scroll away, let me ask you this. Would you rather have 2.6 million followers or 13,760? Simple question, simple answer. 2.6 million or 13,760? You're probably going to say, give me 2.6 million, kid. I could do so many things with that following. I could do crazy things. Let me tell you what. This Instagrammer, she has 2.6 million followers. She launched a clothing line. She had to sell 36 units of shirts in order for the company to continue making them. Guess how many she sold? Not 36. She couldn't even make 36. Meanwhile, last podcast on the left, they have 13,760 patrons. Each month, they clear $78,000. That's because followers and fans does not always equal support. People following you, all you gotta do is tap follow on your page. That don't mean they support you. You don't need followers. You need supporters. You need community. You need audience. Okay.
And I agree with him. Too often, we're looking at when we're building our marketing strategies and when we're looking at what we want to do, we are looking at how can I go viral? How can I get the most eyes the fastest? But if you've ever gone viral, sometimes it's a gift and a curse, right? It is. You have all of these eyes. So let's say you have 2,000 followers, and then all of a sudden now your post has gone to 2 million people. If you cannot contain 2,000 people, what are you going to do with 2 million people? So just think about that. So the advantages of viral marketing. It's free, right? So let's say you have this content that goes free, that goes everywhere. Now all these people have these eyes on you. But if you are selling t-shirts and every single one of those people wanted to buy a shirt, could you actually fulfill those orders? So then that messes up your credibility as a business if you can't meet the demand. So you want, instead of just trying to go viral, you want to make sure that you are ready for that too. And then you get a bigger reach, but everybody who shares that post isn't necessarily your ideal client. So you just want to be careful. I just say avoid intentionally trying to go viral because it's never going to work. And then the disadvantages It's difficult to predict and control or direct. So, um, times where my clients have gone viral, people follow you on the internet because they love you or they hate you. So when you're going viral, people are either sharing it because they really, really love it or to mock it. And you can't control what they're going to say in those comments. And then so you're spending a lot of time either arguing with people in the comments, which I do not suggest. Please do not do that. Or deleting comments and defending your brand. And it's also hard to measure the impact. So you see the shares, you see the likes, but are you collecting new email addresses? Are you making new sales? So this isn't really a strategy, a marketing strategy that you can track very well. So just want to make sure that you are just focusing on quality content. So 5 ways to make sure that you are producing quality content. You need to have a content strategy. So content strategy is important because a lot of times with social media or marketing, it's done last minute. You're like, I know I should market this product. Let me just throw it out. So, when honestly, if you have a new product, you should really be doing things at least 3 weeks in advance to let people know it's coming, to let people know it's almost here, and then let people know it's here so that they can get ready. Sometimes they need to save up for it. But if you just kind of throw it out, a lot of people are like, let me just throw this surprise sale. People aren't checking for you like that. You're going to always fail. So, your best way is to let people know that you're coming. Let people know that it's almost there. Maybe have them sign up for notifications or something like that, and then let them know it's here. So 3 weeks in advance, you want to make sure that before you launch something, you're letting people know that it's coming. And then also, you just really need to plan what you post. So I personally, when I'm working on a marketing calendar, I like to do it a month out, but a week out is fine too, because that way you know you are taking time with what it looks like and what you want to say so that you're not just throwing anything out there which just looks so bad for your brand. And then if you don't know what to post, right? So figure out what your goal is. So are you trying to get new email addresses or text signups? Are you just trying to get to sale? What type of post do you need to put out for that? What are your competitors doing? So I will never tell you to copy what someone's doing because that's just horrible. But don't reinvent the wheel. If it's working, then it's working. So what are your competitors doing? Like, um, what type of content are they putting out? Now, another thing that you could do with your competitors' content that I do a lot is I disagree with a lot of social media managers. So I look at what they're putting out and then I create content that's kind of rebutting what they're saying. So it doesn't have anything to do with them. Um, Jill Bernard says, this is gold. Thanks. Just recently started this strategy on my biz page. Many extra tidbits I didn't think of there. Thank you for sharing. You're welcome. And then you want to decide on a platform. Somewhere, some internet guru told everybody that they needed to be on all platforms. And that's just not true. Most people or most small business owners, you're doing everything and you already don't have time to market yourself. So if you're trying to be on all platforms, you're going to fall flat because you already don't have time to post on one or two. Now you're trying to post on 4 or 5, and then now you want to be TikTok famous and you're doing dances and you're not a dancer. And now you've talked yourself out of doing anything and no post ever went up, right? I can't be the only one. I see all the time. You just like, it's too much, so I do nothing. So decide on a platform that you want to show up on. I've explained this before, but I'll just run through it. This is how I help my clients figure out what platforms they want to be on. Everyone should be on Instagram and Facebook. Facebook is the OG. That's where all our people are. That's where our cousins and our moms and all of those people who might possibly share your posts. That's where those people are. So talk to them. You already have those relationships. And it also lends to the credibility of your business because when you're out and you meet someone, they're going to ask you, do you have a Facebook page? They're going to look up your business on Facebook. And it's kind of like the white pages. No one's looking for you until they're looking for you. And then if they can't find you, then they're not going to think about your business anymore. Instagram is like a digital business card. Your top 9 posts should tell people who you are, what you do, or what you sell, and who you sell it to. LinkedIn is for telling people that you're the smartest person in the room. Twitter is to tell people that you have an opinion about everything. And my personal opinion is where it goes, where businesses go to die. Because if you said the wrong thing, or if you said the wrong thing 10 years ago, it can just really hurt you. So just be careful about what platforms you're on. Pick one or two, excel at it, and then become a TikTok dancer if that's what you want to do. But most of us don't have time. And then repurpose content. I know we always want to put out something that's new and fresh, but something that did well a year ago is going to do well a year today too, because people are not going to remember that you said this one thing a year ago or 2 years ago. So look at your insights, and you should all be looking at your insights. And if you don't know how to look at your insights, please, please, please let me help you. Look at your insights, see what did well, do more of that, see what didn't do well, and do less of that, and create a calendar. Write down what you want to say, or just the idea. So we sell content calendars, and it tells you on Monday maybe do a motivational post. On Tuesday do a tip. Just something like that. A simple calendar like that will help you when you start to create content, so that you have an idea of what you want to create. Maybe you want to make a video for this, or maybe you just want a static post for that. If you write it down, you're not sitting there looking at the computer like, what should this look like? What should this sound like? And you can just go through it faster, so that it's easier for you to batch content, which is number 6. So personally, our business, for our clients, we do a month ahead of content, so that when things pop up, we can always just easily throw something in there. But realistically, if you sit down every Saturday and say, this week, this is what I want to post, and maybe schedule it out, that's one less thing you have to do. And then monitor and review your posts. So that, again, that's watching your insights, making sure what looks well or what was done well. And then you want to understand your target audience. So who are you talking to? Who are you talking to? What language do they speak? What do they want to hear? So if you are your ideal client, and you wanted and someone was marketing to you, what would you want them to say? So I always look at things like a layperson. So I don't like to work with brands who like just I wouldn't work with all t-shirt brands, because then eventually I will feel like an expert. I like to look at things like, if I never knew about this business, which sometimes I didn't, right? What would I want to hear? What would tell me go and buy this thing or go and sign up for this thing? So you need to know your audience's language. And then you need to also understand what makes them tick. So do they want to be, are they people who are interested in YouTube University? Are they the DIYers? Are you offering them you need to offer them some type of value to gain their loyalty, because just because you sell t-shirts doesn't mean that they have to buy the t-shirts from you. So what are they getting from you that makes them want to buy specifically from your business? Do they get something free? Do they get maybe are they the first people to know that you have a new drop or something like that? And then if you're a service-based business, they want to know your process. They want to know if you've solved their particular problem for someone else, right? So use those testimonials, share your process. So reels are huge right now. Even though reels are not a strategy, it's a tool. Reels are huge right now. Create a video of your process. Maybe your process, your packing process of your products. If you are creating something, just take them on that journey so that they're more interested in it, because again, they can buy it from anyone and you want them to buy from you. And then, has anyone ever heard of FOMO? If not, fear of missing out. So people don't want to be the first person to buy something, but they don't want to be the last. So that's why a lot of times people are like, oh, 5 seats left or 10 tickets left. when they really have 100, because now they want you to hurry up and buy it so that they can go ahead and sell it. But if you think that these 10 tickets are going to be gone tomorrow, then you're going to go ahead and buy that. So just think about that in your marketing. Like, what makes them tick? Is it the idea that it's not going to be there anymore? Is it the idea that someone else did it first? Or that they get something free every time they buy something? Add that into your marketing plan as well. And then stand by your brand values. 1 second. Jill says, how about launch or early bird discounts? Absolutely. So if someone's on your email list and you're about to launch a product, or they should absolutely be the first person. They should absolutely be the first people, because those are already your loyal followers. And then if they get the products earlier, when you launch the product officially, content should be rolling in from them. So it shows people like, hey, I launched this product last week, but guess what? This person already received it. There's so many things going on, especially around the holidays, where people aren't sure where their products are coming from. They don't know if it's coming from China. They don't know if they're ever going to get it. So if you're showing people that, hey, I launched and people already bought this and received it, then that helps. And that's almost a testimonial for you. That's like, oh, she ships fast or he ships fast. And it helps build brand trust. So definitely, boast about those things. Like, look, this person bought theirs. And then stand by your brand values. So brand values it's a lot. It's the language that you speak. It's the feeling that people have when they come to your brand or your social media pages or your website. But on the very basic level, it's colors, it's fonts, it's just small things. It's the small things. You have 10 seconds on social media to stop someone's scroll. If someone is loyal to your brand, and for me, for example, when people see this purple and this blue and this yellow with these two fonts, that's a KSW post. So let me stop and see what she's talking about. But too often you go to business pages and they've seen some quote, or I don't know, some cute picture, and they copy and paste it for someone else. Maybe they cropped out their name because it's not their business, right? And then they post it on their page. If I'm scrolling, I don't know who this post belongs to. So I'm just going to keep going. Like, it's a cute picture, but I don't know who this is, and I'm not really interested in seeing what they have going on. So just as simple as having consistency in your colors and your fonts. Like, think about Target. When you see that red Target thing, whether they say Target.com or not, this is Target. When you see Walmart, I think it's blue and yellow, maybe, or white. This is a Walmart thing. So start to create that brand recognition for yourself, because we are big brands. We just don't have the money yet. And then create a posting schedule. When to post is just as important as what you're posting. So if you are not planning, you are not strategizing, you are waking up in the middle of the night, like, oh shoot, I didn't post something. Let me post. And you post at 11:58, everyone's asleep. Your audience is asleep. They didn't see that. So it doesn't count that you posted. That no one cares that, like, oh, you did the 3 Twitter, Facebook, Instagram logos. Exactly. You know it when you see it. So we want people to see your brands and know that too. But you need to look at your insights and look at when your audience is active. So for me, my audience is active around 4:30 PST. So around 4 o'clock PST, I start interacting with other people. I start liking their photos and commenting on their photos, because I'm a huge believer of, do not invite me to your party if you've never been to mine. So I'm giving people their love. I'm like, hey, I love those yellow shoes. I love these earrings. I'm sharing your post into my stories. And then I'm posting at my peak time, which is 4:30, because now not only is my audience already active, I've already awakened a couple other people because I just went to their party. So now they're like, who is this and why were they talking to me? Oh, they just posted. And most of the time they'll reciprocate that love, right? So you want to know when you want to post. You want to also, that's a huge part of your marketing strategies. And then you also want to be in, social on social media. I don't know any easier way to say that. And then make your content easily digestible. So we already talked about how what the different platforms mean. So on Twitter, I think you get 280 characters now. So they're already telling you don't make it any longer than this. On Instagram, you can only write so much because they'll only let you write so much. But think about what Instagram was initially made for. Instagram was really made for like photos and videos of family and food and things like that. People don't really want to read essays on social media. So a lot of times we write these long form captions, save it for your blog, save it for LinkedIn. People on LinkedIn will read all of that. So because you're telling them you're the smartest in the room, so prove it. Facebook, they may or may not read it, but you want to make sure that you are tailoring your content to the platforms that you have chose to use. So, and I went through it fast again, Selena. If you have any questions, please, please, please let me know.
You got a thumbs up from Dr. Click.
I think that was fantastic.
Thank
I
you.
I'm gonna go back and look at it and relook at your presentation. I picked up a lot of good information from
Okay.
this, even though you said it was short. It wasn't short. It was meaningful, and it had a lot of substance in there. So, time doesn't determine the quality of your delivery. So, thank
Oh,
you.
thank you.
Yeah, yeah.
I tried to slow down, but I felt myself going too fast.
Good stuff. So, I'm glad that I can go back and view it later.
Okay. Oh, thank
BSBA.
you.
BSBA is partial.
It was good. I mean, I picked up a lot of good things in here. I really did because I'm not a social media person
Hmm.
at all, and I have to get better at it. I have social media. I have multiple Facebooks. I have multiple Twitters. Because I remember I had started up at one point, and then next thing I know, someone says, "I've been sending something over here," and I said, "I've never seen it because I never go into it." So I
Oh,
do need to work with you to
yes,
streamline,
definitely.
yeah, my
That's
my
what we
social
do.
media.
So we help you. We respond to your comments and your direct messages, and we funnel the traffic wherever you tell us that it needs to go. So if you tell us that if someone DMs me, they need to email me, we'll let them know.
Well, I definitely be setting up a consultation with you.
Yes, and yes, please, please, if you are listening to this replay or listen to a live, set up a consultation. The holidays are right around the corner. Let's get your social media audited. And I'm here to help you. Jill says, can we get a copy of your slides and yes, my contact information is going across the screen now. I will also email these slides to Selena if you want to send them out. I don't know how.
I'm gonna put it on our website. I'm
Okay,
supposed to be
yep.
working.
Okay.
Oh
I'll
yeah, great, great. I love it.
Yeah, definitely. That way you'll have access and it'll just live there forever.
Yep. And if you want to schedule a consultation, we are doing free consultations, www.bsba-ca.org, general business, certifications, social media. Um, Kalia is the business. Let me tell you,
That was
she,
great.
she came in and looked at our social media pages and was able to do an audit, tell us real quick what the problem was, and we've been able to consistently grow since then. So if you're looking to grow your social media, please set up a consultation. If you're just looking to get some good advice, we've also got where you can fill out an intake form and become a part of the program, and you will be touched by everybody that's a part of this program. So really good information, really good consultants. to help you get your business on track. And if you're starting a business, Dr. Click is the business.
Yes, yes, she is.
Is the business. So we've got what you need. We're a one-stop shop. I want to thank you, Miss Kalia, for this presentation. Very, very, very informative. Again, if you want to reach out to Kalia directly, here is her email address. And I'm also going to scroll. You want me to scroll your phone number?
Yep, you can do that.
And here is her phone number. That one don't scroll. This is her website, kswsocialmedia.com. And thank you for watching. God bless and good night.
Good night.
Good night. Good night.